So you probably heard of this really good ramen chain in Japan called Ichiran Ramen, and you're visiting Tokyo and you want to try it out. You want to have some very delicious ramen. You've heard of the unique atmosphere where you have your own little personal space, personal booth to have ramen, and you're excited to try it out. Um, the unfortunate news is that a lot of other people here in Tokyo have the same idea as you, that they want to try some Ichiran ramen. So you could be faced with the prospect of waiting in a very long line to get some delicious ramen. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about my personal recommendation on where you can get Ichiran ramen with little to no wait. Skip the lines and get to eating ramen very quickly. So, first thing though, let's check how many actual Ichiran locations are in Tokyo. If you look at this map, this is actually made by the Ichiran people. You can see there's a lot of spots around downtown Tokyo, a few further out, even a few now on this map. But I think technically there's 17 Tokyo locations, 14 probably being on this map. So you've got options for sure. And the good news about it is that some of those locations are in very popular tourist spots. So you'll probably be in these parts of Tokyo anyway during your visit here. So Ueno, home of Ueno Park; Asakusa, home of Sensoji Temple; Harajuku, home of Meiji Shrine and Takeshita Street; Shibuya, of course, got 2 locations, it's so big; Shinjuku gets 2 locations, it's so big. You got Nichi-Shinjuku as well, Ikebukuro. Then a little further out, the first bunch just right outside the downtown center: Nakano, Shimokitazawa, Kichijoji. These 3 down here, Tachikawa, Yamato, and Machida, they're about an hour away or so. So they're a bit farther away, but at least 14 reasonable locations, and a lot of them also smartly placed in very busy tourist spots. So you're thinking, hey, I'm in Ueno or I'm in Asakusa, I'm visiting Shibuya, Harajuku, what have you. I want to drop in for some Ichiran ramen as well. Again, you're not the only one with those ideas. If you look at the individual store pages, we'll look at a few here. The Asakusa store, every Ichiran store page has a congestion time schedule when it's most busy. You can see here Asakusa is busy all day except for 4 and 5 p.m. So if you're looking for a little in between or before dinner snack, you might be okay, otherwise looking busy. The Harajuku store, it's all red, baby. It's never not busy apparently. So you're looking at a long line no matter what time, what day you go to Harajuku. Shinjuku, it's 2 locations. Central Shinjuku, busy except for middle of the night. So if you're there maybe late night, you can get some ramen quickly, but otherwise you're looking at a wait. Kabukicho, again, very busy except for a brief 4 p.m. respite on the weekdays. So yeah, these busy places, they're not looking easy. Shibuya, take a little quick here. If you're maybe doing a late night karaoke in Shibuya, you might get some quick ramen as well. But otherwise, looking from opening to about the last train out of Shibuya. A red period means busy, long lines, because there's a lot of people in the area. So yeah, that's some unfortunate news. You probably don't want to spend a lot of your time waiting. Japan loves its lines, and Ichiran's no exception here. So here it is. My recommendation where you can get Ichiran ramen in Tokyo with not a super long wait. It's not probably a surprise. You want to get out of the central downtown locations and look at some of the ones a little bit further out. So of the 3 here that are probably outside the city center, my recommendation is the Kichijoji one right here. Kichijoji itself is a really lovely, underrated neighborhood. Doesn't get a lot of foreign tourism, but it's a very popular spot for locals. It is a suburb in a sense, but there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping, a very nice park out there. I'll probably go into the Kichijoji area more in a separate video about why you should make it maybe part of your trip to Tokyo if you're visiting the area. But they have a great Ichiran location there, so you can get ramen and not have to fight with foreign tourist crowds. You might have to do a little bit of, waiting in line regardless with some of the locals, but by far it's going to be, on average, much less of a wait at the Kichijoji store than the other ones in downtown Tokyo. If you look at the Kichijoji store site, you can see it's a lot less red. Of course, during prime lunch, dinner times, there's a bit of red. The weekends, of course, a little bit busier as well. Again, you have to kind of fight with the weekend crowd. But again, it's going to be mostly just locals, not a lot of foreign tourists. So even with a busy period here in Kichijoji, I would say it's still by far much faster than having to wait at a busy period in Shibuya, Shinjuku, Harajuku, Asakusa, for example. So a lot more white here as well. The one thing I can qualify about this place is that they do not take cashless options here. So the Kichijoji Ramen or the Kichijoji Ichiran Ramen store is cash only. So you gotta bring some cash money with you if you go here. That's the one thing you probably be aware of. Because again, it doesn't cater so much to the tourists. It's more for the locals, who are more likely to have cash. Japan being still kind of a cash okay society, you got to be careful about that. Kichijoji itself, talking about the neighborhood, is a little bit to the west of Shinjuku and Shibuya. You can see there's Kichijoji marked up on the map here. It is serviced by 3 train lines, although you'll most likely be taking the Chuo line, the orange one, or the Inokashira line. Chuo starts in Tokyo Station, goes west through Shinjuku, and then further on to Kichijoji. Inokashira line starts in Shibuya and then goes west to Kichijoji. So it has great link hookups with Tokyo Station, Shinjuku, and Shibuya. And from Shinjuku or Shibuya, you're looking at maybe a 15 to 20 minute train ride. Not a very long ask on train time. And again, if you're waiting an hour or so anyway in Shibuya or Shinjuku for ramen, you might as well go out, take the quick train ride, wait less, and maybe explore the Kichijoji area as well. So it's not very hard to get to Kichijoji area from downtown, at least west side Tokyo for sure. Getting to the Ichiran Ramen store from Kichijoji Station, it's not a very far walk either. You can see here, there's a station down here and the Ichiran Ramen's up here. If you just go out from the north exit of Kichijoji Station, which would be around here, you're going the street view here, you'll pop out in this little area in front of the bus rotary here. Just go out to this crosswalk right in front of you from the bus rotary. Take a cross the street. You should see a shopping street right in front of you. This one here. Take a quick step back so you get a better view of it. You'll see this shopping street here. Just go down the shopping street. Not a big ask, just a little bit down here. And then you can see the Ichiran Ramen will be on your left. I'll put a Google Maps pin in the video description and then probably in a comment as well so you can't miss it. It's not going to be a very big sign. It's, again, not trying to compete for your attention as a tourist. There's a lot of good options in Kichijoji, but again, keep an eye out for the red sign, the Ichiran logo. It'll be in the basement of this building here, and you can pop on in. And again, it's the same look and feel, same delicious ramen, same great booth style, same vending machine you pay from. Again, cash only here, but you'll probably be looking at a nice empty bowl of ramen when you're done. So yeah, it's a great place. Again, you want to do a lot of long waits here. I would say the max I've ever had to wait for a ramen bowl here at the busy time was like 20 minutes. So compare that with at least a 30-minute minimum to an hour in the downtown Tokyo parts. It's not really a big ask. And again, it's a lovely area. There's a lot to see in Kichijoji besides just the ramen. Again, I'll go into another video, but a quick little sneak peek. There's a lovely park down here, a pond in Inokashira Park. There's a zoo. And the Ghibli Museum is also not too far. You gotta take it to that place as well. So it's definitely worth your time to look at the Kichijoji area besides just going here for ramen. So hopefully this will a little bit of help to you in your ramen adventures. If you have a chance to get out to Kichijoji and get Ichiran, let me know what you think of the ramen, think of the place. If you just had Ichiran ramen in the past, let me know what your favorite noodle hardness level is. Mine's the hardest possible. Almost crunchy, but very good. It's very delicious ramen for sure, so make it a part of your time in Tokyo. And again, I will hopefully get a video about the Kichijoji area up as well in the near future, so subscribe to the channel if you're interested in getting a notification when that video goes live. Drop a like for this video if it was helpful to you. Would love to hear any comments you have, again, about ramen, Ichiran, Kichijoji, or just Tokyo travel in general. We'll definitely take your questions and answer them if I can. So, thanks for watching, and have a great time eating Ichiran. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.